Welcome to online classes today. So today we are going to start our chapter 3 revision, right? Chapter 3 subtractions. So in our previous video what we have done? We have done our other like 4-digit subtraction. Yes, which is boring and without boring, and here's a 3-digit number subtraction. In previous video we are having 3 tips which we have to remember all the time, right? Why? When we do the subtraction, which means we are taking one number away from one number, right? If we are having 2 number, if we are taking away one number from the 2, that is subtraction. So in this way we learn, okay, the definition of subtraction. But now we are going to do the estimation, right? Estimate the difference nearest 100. As in the first chapter we learn how to do the estimate. Now we will give the example of estimation in the subtraction. So you can see here there is 484. So 84 which is given to us. You can see here, I can show you, that is 400, which means it is go through the 500 because there is only we have to estimate into the 100. So we will take from 400 to 500. Now we having 484. So here is 480 and it's 490. We having 485 which is nearest to 500, right? So we will take estimation as 500. Okay. Now come to this point, students. As we have 312, which means we having the estimation is from 300 to 400, right? Okay. Now we having 312, which means there is 310 and 320. So 312 is between the 310 to 20, okay, which is nearest to 300, as we estimate 312 as 300. You can see this. I have estimated the both. Now I will minus. I will not minus this one. I will minus the estimation sum which we have estimated these 3 digits. Okay. So as we estimated these sums, 0 will be 0 and yes, 0 will be 0. When we minus 3 from 5, right, the 2 will be the left. And you can see the estimation answer is 200. In this way, with the estimation of these numbers, we can solve this sum, which is estimate the difference nearest the 100. Always remember to learn this statement. Okay, when we read and understand this statement, then we able to know that we have to estimate the sum into 100, 1000 or tens. Right, students? Okay, this is our estimate sum. So students, you can see this statement first. Firstly, understand the statement meaning, right? When we understand the statement, then we able to know the solution, right? Okay, so let's start the question. What is given to us? Add 2000, which means we have to addition the 2000 to the difference of, you can see this, to the difference of 4000 and 3000. When we having the minus of 4000 and 3000, the answer, which means the difference between the 4000 and 3000, when we have that answer, then we will add into 2000. Now we will do practically, right? You can see this. What we have to do, we have to find the difference of 4000 and 3000. So there is 4000. You can see I have divided them into their sections. 1000, 100, tens and ones. And yes, 3000, which we have to make the difference. So let's make the difference. Start from the ones. As I said, we have to start from the right section. So this is the 0 and this will be also 0, 0. When we come to 1000, we can see there is 4 and there is 3, which means we have to minus the 3 from 4, right? When we minus 3 from 4, we have 1 left, which means there is 1000. Now we know the difference of 4000 and 300. Now what we have to do? We have to add the 2000. to the difference. Now we have in the difference. So in the next place, what we will do, we will, let's take as 1000. Okay, which one is the biggest one, right? You can see 2 is the biggest. So you will take 2000. Okay, let it take 2000 up, and is 1000, and then we add them. You can see 0 will be 0, 0 will be 0, and yes, 2 and 1 become 3. So in this way, the answer is 3000 of this sum. So in this sum, I just want to teach you that firstly, we have to understand the difference, right? What the difference? The statement. We have to understand the statement. Then we able to solve the sum. If we can see, there is a confusing point that add 2000 the difference, which means we have to add the difference. Difference is this one. Yes, we differentiate it, right? We have subtracted these sums, and then we get the difference of 4000 and 3000. And we get that difference, we have to add the 2000 into it. So when we having our difference, we will add our 2000 into 1000. And yes, addition is 3000. In this way, we get the answer of this statement sum. Okay, further we will discuss the other statement sum. Right, one more example of statement sum. So students, now we have a statement in front of us. Okay, so as I said, we have to understand the statement first. We can see a kite maker made 1500, which means 1500 kites. So now in front of us, how many kites were made? 1500, right? So for Independence Day celebration, so a kite maker made 1500 kites for the Independence Day, right? And if 1270 kites were sold, now he made 1500, and out of it, how many kites were sold? 1275. These were sold. Now what we have to do? We have to find how much is left. Which means if he sold that much, then in between the 1500, how much which is left? So we will find over it. We can see number of kites made, which is 1500, right? And yes, numbers of kites sold. So you can see the number, right? 1275. Now we have both, but we have to find how much is left. Now we will do the subtraction because we have to know how much is left, right? These are 4-digit numbers, so I have converted into the 4 divisions, right? Ones, tens, and 100 and 1000. As I do this, 7, 5. Now we will do the minus. Never forget to take a sign of minus because it's the compulsion thing in the minus sum of minus, because it's a sign which is important for the subtractions, right? So now 5 is bigger than 0. We can't minus 5 from the 0. So what we will do? What will 0 do? 0 will take borrow from the other number, but you can see there is also 0. So what he will do? What the tens will do? So tens will take 1 borrow from 5. When 5 given 1 borrow to 0, it's become 10, right? And it's become 4. So now this 10 will give 1 to this 0, and it's become 9, and it's become 10, right? So now once having 10, when we minus 5 from 10, how much is left? 5 is left, right? As we know the subtraction. So now come to the point of tens column. Here is 9 and here is 7. We have to minus 7 from 9. When we minus this 7 from 9, we can easily, how much is left? 2 is left, right? Now come to the point of 100. In the column of 100, there is 4 and here is 2. So simply what we have to do, we will minus the 2 from 4. As we minus 2 from 4, what we have? We having 2, right? And yes, in the last, we can see in the 1000 there is also 1 and there is also 1. So when we minus 1 from minus 1, it's 0. So 0 having no value, I am not writing it. But for you, I am writing there 0. So the answer is 225 kites were left. So how many kites were left? 225 kites were left. This is our answer of this statement, right? In this way, we have to give the example to these statements. Always remember, when we come to statement sum, we have to read it first, clearly read it, and then understand what the statement is. And we understand the statement, then we make the answer of the statement, explanation of the statement. In the end, we give the answer by finding the solution of this sum, right? This is our statement sum. Welcome to online classes student. So as we have done our chapter 3 subtractions, we are starting our measure of time, which is chapter 9. But this is the assessment first 4th chapter. It's 9th chapter which we have added, right? Because in this age you have to learn to read the time, right? How to read the time. So as in the previous videos of our classes, we know how to read the time. But now we will revision it. So I'm making a clock here, so it will be easy to remember your all points because we are revising it, so we should know all about it. But still, okay. So you can see here what I am doing. I am making a clock for you, so it will be easy to you to show the things, right? So let's start with the first one. We have to fill these questions or fill up these sentences. Okay. So the first one is, there are dash hands in clock. You can see how many hands of clock? 1 and 2. So how many hands of clock? 2. So you can write here 2. So come on the point to next. Small hand shows dash. Now you can see here small hands showing hours, right? How much hour is right now in the clock. So in this, small hand shows hours, right? So you can see here, if the short hand is on 3 and yes, it's on 6, which means 3:30, right? It show its minute because it's a long hand, so it show minute, and in the small hands, what we show? The hour. So it's a 3 hour 30 minute, right? So let's take one thing. Big hand shows dash. Which thing shows by big hand? Minutes. So here we complete the sentence with minute. Okay. So now in the fourth sentence, there are dash minutes in an hour. So when there is 1 hour, how many minutes in their 1 hour? So which means from 12 to 12, how many minutes are there? 60 minutes. You can count here from after 1, right? After 12, 5, 5, 5, 5. These all are minutes are 5, 5. So you can see 5 and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25, 30. And yes, the other point from 30, 30 and 30, 60. So in this way we know there are 60 minutes in 1 hour, right? And yes, if there is a question, how many seconds in 1 minute, right? How many seconds? There is our, if we take minute here and here we can write seconds. There will be 60. Because seconds and yes, and minutes in 1 hour, right? There are 60 minutes. When there is minute, there will be, in 1 minute there will be 60 seconds. In this way you can learn about minute and 60 seconds. Okay. So let's go through the, there are dash days in a week. Now we should know about the week names, right? These 7 weeks of days, right? So there are dash days in a week. How many days are in a week? 7 days. Okay. So 6 which means after. Okay, after means to come after, right? Which means to day after day, what we can say, उसके बाद आना. Saturday comes after Friday. Okay, and yes, February, which means we have to know the month of year, right? February come before, which means come before पहले आना. February comes before March, right? Before March, February comes, right? So in this way we learn some major things. As we can see, firstly we learn about the hands of clock, and then we come to know about hours and minutes, how many minutes are in the 1 hour, about days, about months. So in this chapter what you have to learn? You have to learn about the hours, you have to learn about the minutes, and yes, you have to learn about days, month of year. So in this way you will come to know about the answer of these kind of questions, because I have given these kind of question in an objective type manner in your assessment 1 test paper, right? Thank you, students.